Hey, this is Tony with Salt Strong, and in this video I wanted to talk about this product called Spike-It Dip-N-Glo. It is basically a scented lure dye that you can use to change the color of your lure. Now, not necessarily the entire color. What I typically do is either dip the tail into it or dip the head of the lure into it to change the color. Now, they do make a red color as well. So for example, this is a Slam Shady 3.5-inch paddle tail. This is our custom bait that we made at Salt Strong. And what I'll do, if I have the red color, you can actually dip the head of the bait into that color, and now you'll have a very similar bait to some of those other ones you see that have the white body and the red head. And that red color also simulates injury, so it's really good to add to a bait. And then if I'm using the chartreuse color, which is this one here, I'll typically dip the tail of the bait into it, because what a lot of people don't realize, some of the very tips of bait fish and also shrimp, the very tips of their fins actually has a chartreuse glow to it. So that's where that chartreuse color really comes into play in nature. Now you'll notice I have a rag down here. This stuff can be very messy and it does stain very well. So I highly recommend having a rag handy when you're doing this on your boat or anything like that where you don't want to get this to stain anything. So definitely have a rag handy. And what I want to do is actually go through and test, do some tests of different lures that have or are made of really different materials, and go through and see which ones work best with this Spike-It Dip-N-Glo. So what I have here, I have our Slam Shady lure, which is basically standard soft plastic, same type of plastic you would see like with DOA or Zoom or any of those other products. Then we have a Z-Man Slam Shady paddle tail here. We're going to try that out. And then I have a container Gulp over here with some jerk shads that I'm going to test out as well. So first, let's do the good old Slam Shady. Basically just dip the tail in. Again, make sure you're doing it over the rag. Shake off any excess into the bottle. And as you can see there, that tail is very brightly colored now. And before you go to cast it out, make sure it dries off a little bit. Just give it a shake, let it air dry, and that color should not come off. It should be on there pretty much permanently. And I believe they also do sell a neutralizing liquid, which basically you would dip your bait back into that liquid and it would take the color off somehow. I'm not a scientist, don't know how that works, but you can do that if need be. So as you can see, this one seems to work really well on the Slam Shady baits. So standard soft plastics definitely works. All right, so next up is the Z-Man Minnow. This is actually the Diesel Minnow Z. All these Z-Mans are made of that same stretchy elastic material, and I've been curious to see if this actually works on here. So let's go ahead and try that out. Again, just dip it in there, shake off the excess. And it looks like it changed it a little bit, not as bright as the other soft plastic. As you can see there, this Slam Shady, you can see the color is very bright. And I sort of want to do a test here as well, see if it wipes off. So let's make sure they don't have any more on there. I'm going to take the original or the new Slam Shady 2.0, kind of wipe it a little bit there. And that color is still on there. As you can see, that chartreuse color is still on there. Now let's take the Minnow Z. Already looks like it's sort of fading off of there. So yeah, it doesn't look as appealing as the other one. So Z-Man, really wouldn't recommend using that on there. Also, I've actually seen some people post that this actual fluid or whatever it's made out of might have something in there that reacts with Z-Man and the tails will start falling off. So probably don't recommend using this with Z-Man products. Now next up is the Gulp bait. This is a 5-inch Gulp jerk shad. This is the watermelon color. And we'll go ahead and dip that in. Hold it there for a second. Take it out, and I'm not seeing much of a color change there. You can see not much going on as far as color change. Doesn't even look like it held the liquid on there. And again, could be because of what the material's made out of. I probably wouldn't use this with Gulp. So for sure, the winner of this competition will be the Slam Shady 2.0. Definitely holds on to that color really well, and it's very vibrant. As you can see, stands out really well. And this would be really ideal to do in very dirty water. That chartreuse tail will help this lure stand out quite a bit. Also with the vibration that the tail puts off, that definitely helps in darker water. If you're fishing very clear water, I would avoid using any bright colors like this. So just a little tip there. So that will wrap up this video. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down below. Also, if you've used this product and you have any tips that you would like to share, definitely let us know in the comments down below. So until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.
Hey there, it's Joe Simons, one of the co-founders here at Salt Strong, and have you claimed your free pack of these irresistible Slam Shady paddle tail lures? We designed this lure with over 12,000 serious inshore anglers, including many full-time guides, to go out there and catch more redfish, more speckled trout, more snook, more flounder, more inshore saltwater slams. And if you want a free pack to try out a sample yourself, click down below right now. We have one free pack per angler while supplies last. Click down below right now.